Hi, I'm Joe Marks, Nextgov reporter. I'm here with Jenn Gustetic, who is the Prizes and Challenges Program Executive at NASA. And she's going to be speaking about social media later today, but right now we wanted to talk a little bit about the way you guys have used Prizes and Challenges at NASA to spur innovation.
Yep.
So as a casual reader of challenge.gov, it seems like a lot of things are going through NASA that come from other agencies too. So I was hoping you could start by telling me kind of the big picture. How does a challenge make its way onto challenge.gov or some other space?
Yep, great question. So you hit on a great observation, which is that a lot of these challenges seem to be coming through NASA in some way. And that's because last year we launched an organization called the Center of Excellence for Collaborative Innovation within NASA. Because of the leadership that we've taken in prize competitions over the last several years, the Centennial Challenges program as a flagship prize competition program for NASA has actually been around since the mid-2000s. So we've been doing prize competitions for quite a while in the government. So building on that leadership, we launched the Center of Excellence for Collaborative Innovation in order to help other agencies get their prize competitions off the ground. So you'll see agencies come to us for their first prize competition to learn from us to figure out how to do their ops competition or how to do their software development prize, or how to think about leveraging online platforms in order to do ideation or solution development. And so in that capacity, we act as a interagency best practice sharing kind of network and repository for best practices for the federal government. But then again, we're also experimenting internally always with a bunch of different prize competitions.
So how do you figure out what's a good candidate of something that can be handled in a prize or competition manner, sending it out to the public rather than either doing it in-house, having a contract, or one of the more traditional models?
So it all depends, and it all starts on the problem statement. So oftentimes the best things that are candidates for prize competitions are issues that you can define the problem, but you don't necessarily know or want to specify the best path to get towards solving that problem. So there could be multiple ways that you get there. Traditionally, with other mechanisms, you specify a bit more of the pathway. With prize competitions, you don't specify the pathway. Also, prize competitions give you a mechanism to tap individuals that you can't usually tap through other traditional mechanisms for working for people outside of government. So what I mean by that is you can access the garage inventor, you can access the student, you can access teams of people that don't have a DUNS or CCR number that are used to doing work with the government through a contract on a GSA schedule.
So when you're doing something like the Space Apps competition, or even something that's more hardware focused, building something that's going to go on to the International Space Station, how do you measure success? Does it have to be, here's something, we picked it, we're going to adopt it in government? Is it a lot of competition and cooperation? What are the metrics?
So again, it depends, because there's so many different types of prize competitions. Each different type and each different design could possibly have different metrics. And that's actually one of the things that the Center of Excellence for Collaborative Innovation is working towards as an organization for the government, is to define those metrics. It's one of the projects that we have ongoing right now, is to try to articulate what those would be across the spectrum of prize competition uses. But what's important here is that prizes have a lot of different benefits, right? They can be used where you only pay for results. So you're not paying if you don't get the solution. So you can have a prize competition running for years, and if no one solves it, no one gets the money. So in some ways, that's a success metric when you're talking about getting what you're paying for. Other benefits include bringing out-of-discipline perspectives to bear, as I was alluding to earlier. So one success metrics could be if you're trying to solve a problem that you're bringing in, a glaciology PhD student to look at problems that typically wouldn't be working with NASA, and that's the person that has the solution. The metric just might be how many new eyes you're getting to look at the problem.
Well, thank you very much, Jen, and good luck with that.
Thank you very much.